every good outcome needs a certain amount of effort and action. Plowing of the fields yields essential food. Rearing of cattle gives us healthy milk, and churning of the milk produces butter, ghee, and curd. Did you know that the ocean was once churned to yield divine nectar that helped the gods or the devas defeat the demons or the asuras? Come, let us listen to the story of the churning of the ocean, Samudra Manthan. The Devas and the Asuras were engaged in a long battle for supremacy. The Asuras had repeatedly defeated the Devas, and hence the latter were eager for an edge over the Asuras. On consulting Lord Vishnu, they were advised to churn the ocean to obtain nectar that would make them immortal and thus help defeat their enemies. The churning of the ocean was no easy task, so the Devas sought the help of their arch rivals, the Asuras themselves, for this task, of course, secretly determined to ensure that the nectar did not fall into their evil hands. Greedy for immortality, the Asuras agreed to help while covertly deciding to grab the nectar for themselves. The Mandara mountain was chosen as a churning rod, while Vasuki, the king of serpents, offered to serve as the churning rope. With the Devas holding the tail of the great snake and the Asuras at the head of the serpent rope, the churning began. But soon there was a problem. The great mountain kept slipping off its position. What was needed was a huge receptacle to hold the mountain firmly in its proper position so that the Devas and Asuras could wield the rope easily and churn the ocean waters. While they were all unsure of how to achieve this, Lord Vishnu, the preserver of the universe, came to their rescue. He assumed the form of a giant tortoise, the Kurma Avatara, on whose back Mount Mandara was held firmly. The churning of the ocean resumed, this time with precision and speed. The churning brought up many valuable jewels from the ocean. A white steed called Ucchaisrava arose and was claimed by the king of the Apsaras. After some more churning, an elephant named Airavata arose and was claimed by Indra. Then arose the celestial tree Parijata as well as Surabhi, the Kamdhenu or wish-fulfilling divine cow. A beautiful jewel called Kaustubha sprung out subsequently and adorned the chest of Lord Vishnu. Then arose the lunar god, Soma, his cherubic face shining bright in all his splendor. After some more churning, rose Goddess Lakshmi, who dazzled everybody with her incomparable beauty and brilliance. She carefully and deliberately chose Lord Vishnu as her husband. Suddenly, there arose the great poison, Kalkuta. So potent was this venom that it threatened to destroy all existence. No one could face this deadly adversary save for Lord Shiva himself. So all the Devas pleaded for him to rescue them. The Lord smilingly consumed the toxin, arresting it in his throat, thus earning the name of Neelkantha, the one with the blue throat, and ridding universe of this deadly poison. The churning continued, and after a long wait arose Dhanvantari, carrying what all the Devas and the Asuras were waiting for, the pot of nectar. To prevent the potent nectar from falling into demonic hands, Lord Vishnu assumed the form of a beautiful woman. Calling herself Mohini, she charmed the Asuras with her sweet smile and sweeter words. Enraptured by her beauty, the Asuras agreed to her divvying up the nectar between the Devas and them. What they failed to see was that Mohini served the greater portion of the nectar to the Devas, leaving almost nothing for them. Only Rahu and Ketu realized that they were being deprived of the fruits of their hard earned labor. So they assumed the form of the Devas, silently slipped in among them, and began drinking the nectar. Scarcely had the nectar reached their throats than they were recognized by the sun and moon gods, who pointed them out to Lord Vishnu. The Lord, in turn, swiftly summoned his Sudarshan chakra and slit their throats so that they would not be able to reap the full benefits of the divine drink. It is said that most new moon and full moon days, Rahu and Ketu attempt to seek vengeance for being revealed by the sun and moon god and so swallow them respectively, leading to them being eclipsed. Unfortunately, since their throats are slit, the gods are able to quickly slip out and thus emerge from the eclipse. By now, the Devas had consumed all the nectar and were able to return to the war stronger and more powerful than the Asuras. The latter were badly vanquished in battle, and many of the Asuras were killed. The remaining fled and hid beneath the oceans, and there they continued to grow, being forever hostile and inimical to the gods. We will continue to explore this battle and the interesting stories related to it in our coming episodes.